Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Paisa from Class B English Education Department 2019. This time I will present a research proposal. The title is Using Line Webtoon Comic to Improve Student Vocabulary Mastery. Uh, Chapter 1 Introduction Background. Vocabulary has important role in ELV class, especially in reading NA 20 and 10. However, vocabulary is a key to change the language of learners. This language component is still forgotten by some teachers in the classroom. Turbury 2002 states that other language components such as grammar provided little more than word science. Without vocabulary, nothing can be improved because it's not list as one of the four English skills. Some teachers don't have enough time to focus on them. This means that vocabulary takes an important role in English. Next, research problem. How can language webtoon comic help students to improve their vocabulary mastering student? What is the student vocabulary mastery research when using language comic webtoon? How do your students respond towards the use of line webtoon comic to improve their vocabulary mastery? Next, study objectives to find out the process of student line webtoon online comic to improve student vocabulary mastery. So find out student research when using line webtoon comic in learning vocabulary. So find out student responses when you line webtoon to improve their vocabulary mastery. Next, research hypothesis. Based on the research problem above, they researched hypothesis that students who will be taught using comic language webtoons will experience in increase in student vocabulary mastery compared to students who are taught using conventional methods. Next, study absorption. Based on the research above, the research assumes that by using language to increase student vocabulary in learning English. Next, significance of study. The researchers hope that this research can provide useful research that can be contributed to English teachers who teach English subjects, especially in Indonesia or even around the world, and their reference material. Next, CUP, the research uses collaborative classroom action research. The concept in study is adaptation. Next, definition of the career terms to avoid misunderstanding the term used in the study. The following definition are given: effectiveness, a general concept of media reading skills and upgradedness. Next, chapter 2, literature review. Definition of vocabulary. A language cannot be separated from the branch of vocabulary. In this regard, vocabulary, according to Kridak Laksana 2001, states that vocabulary is a will of word owned by reader or writer of a language. Next, the importance of language vocabulary. Vocabulary is very important because learning vocabulary is the main capital for winning sentences and other skills in language. Mastering a lot of vocabulary will make it easier for someone to read, write, listen, and speak English. Next, line webtoon comic can help students to improve vocabulary mastery. Line webtoon comic can student to improve vocabulary mastery. Puspita to 20 and 17. So that is was found that using comics they develop student vocabulary and reading comparison for narrative text was effective by combining image and text. Comic are the break for the reader to understand. Next, the Chapter 3 Research Methods. Research design. The data collected by researchers in qualitative research are the form of data process and sentences. Student vocabulary research with are presented 3 times a month. Will a student interview were used to collect data for this report. Next, data sources and data collection. Questionnaire method. In this study, the data collection technique used by the researcher was a questionnaire. According to Sugiono, to 20 and 13, a questionnaire is a data collection technique by which researchers provide a list of questions or writing statements to be answered by respondents. It is in this study, researchers distributed a questionnaire directly. Next, observation method. Observation is a data collection technique that is carried out through observation, accompanied by notes on the stage or behavior on the target object. Next, interview method. Interviewing is a data collection technical through an oral question and answer process that takes place in interaction, meaning that the question come from the interviewer and an answer get given by the interviewer according to helping interviewer are the way to find a certain situation in the classroom from another point of view. Next, documentation method. Documentation is a data collection technical by studying recording the personal data of respondents. In this study, the researchers collected study documentation from the each meeting, such as photos of student reading line webtoon comic. Next, procedure of data collection. Researchers will prepare interview questions as the data collection procedure. The researchers also use the interview board to make several questions in preparation before interviewing the participant, contesting for a question. A for student, the Amazon investigate teacher pairs through either use of line webtoon application and student responses to the use of the online media. That's when in interview conducted, the researcher can ask the responses smoothly by looking at the guidelines. And the last, data analysis. The data analysis technical in this study use qualitative analysis, which is analysis based on the data obtained then a certain relationship pattern in develop it. So I think enough for me. Thank you so much and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.